Trendsetter Show. This is a new season, and we have an exclusive interview with Jackie Ribas, who is the lead character in Kiki Swinson's The Candy Shop. She plays Faith. And thank you so much for taking the time to be with us today, Jackie. How are you feeling?
I'm feeling amazing.
That is great. What is it like to portray the lead character Faith on screen?
Well, it's an overwhelming feeling. It's a great feeling. It's with a sense of responsibility that it takes you to another level. You know, like I got this role last minute, and I just had to dive into it. And this character there's so many faces of her. She is so deep. She is a mother. She is a drug addict. She is a person that's trying. She is a wife. She's like, it's so many sides of her, and it's such an honor to do this. Such an honor to be the lead in this project. And I'm so in love with the story. I'm so in love with Kiki Road. So I just have positive things to say about her.
Of course, and we appreciate that, and also being able to tell the type of story that you're portraying on screen, because I feel like it's a side that a lot of us don't necessarily talk about. What kind of roles do you normally go after as far as acting, and how do they contribute to who you are as a person?
I think this is a kind of role that I will always pursue because it's complicated, right? This is not an easy role. It's someone that is going to a process that is turning to a lifestyle that has nothing to do with her life. So it gives me more work. So I have to think about her when she was doing good, but I also have to think about her when she was not doing so well. Mm-hmm. And it has to be a crescendo, right? It has to be something challenging. So this is the type of character that I was always pursued because it's like my life. I'm also a singer. I'm also pursuing my musical career. So, and years goes by, and then you see yourself developing. But as a struggle in there, right?
Right.
So this type of character helps me to understand that it's the struggle. We live the struggle, but by the end of the day, if you really focus and if you really want something, it would happen. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
So, yeah, this is a type of, I'm sorry, there's something in my eye.
Oh, no, you're fine.
And but this is something that these type of characters that are complicated, right? Mm-hmm. I don't think I would do the simple so well.
You don't think you would do the simple so well?
She's so complicated, and it's amazing doing stuff like that.
And when did you first start acting, and what was your initial, I guess, push that got you started? Or if you're able to talk a little bit about that.
I started with music. I am a singer. I sing since I was a little girl, and I was very shy. So I went to school, theater school, to help me out with my shy situation. I wanted to expose myself a little bit more. I came from a church background, so I was a little afraid of everything. And then the actor came to my life, and then I was in love with it. And I discovered something that I wasn't aware that I could do it. I was fine with the singing, and then I went to school, and then I was, oh my gosh, I love this. I love being someone else. You know, I love being someone else's shoes. And then that's the way I discovered. I pretty much discovered myself as an actress in school, and then I started doing a bunch of stuff, musicals, theaters, movies, and then that's it.
Oh, wow. That definitely sounds like a journey. I would want to ask you a few questions about your music. Because it does sound like music is your passion. What drives you to your creativity when you're getting a song, and how do you want people to feel when you're creating?
I'm extremely personal with my music, so I'm not gonna write something that does not make sense for me. That's just like I'm just gonna write something to be popular. I just can't do this. I love writing, so I'm very deep in writing. So it comes from personal experience, but also comes from friends' experience, family, life situations, struggles, and stuff like that. And I was doing this. Sometimes I write too much. You know, my lyrics is always big, and the producers always tells me you gotta keep simple sometimes. You know, but I'm always deep in stuff that I do with music. I love collaborating with other people. I just released an EP called See Me. In my EP, there's a bunch of collaborations with other songwriters. This EP, I have songs I wrote, but I have a bunch of collaborations. I'm also a producer, so I produced a little bit of my beats and I have a producer that works with me. He's 10 times better than me, so I started at home and then I go to his house and then he makes magic. So, and then for these EP, I want something more popular, not that poetic sometimes, because I'm too poetic sometimes. And I'm not from this country. I'm from Brazil, actually. So English is not my first language.
You do so well.
So I wanted to collaborate with someone that had the language, right? It's not only about learning a new language. It's about the language that you probably grew up with because you're from here. So I collaborated with people that did a very amazing job writing songs for me. I gave them the idea. So all this movies and music, it's all about collaboration, right? In this type of industry, you don't do anything by yourself. So yeah, that's the way music merges with the acting.
Merges with Jackie Ribas. Yeah. Great. And what can we expect to see from you in the future? Any concerts or tours coming up?
I'm having a concert in New York in this place called the Sugar Bar May 7th. It's a very well-known place in New York. The owners were people from Motown. It's a very nice club. I'll be there May 7th, and I just joined this new band that we're gonna be travel all over or even overseas. And definitely I want to do more stuff with Kiki. She just invited me to another movie. So I'll be filming in Atlanta in the middle of May. So I'm just so excited.
Awesome. Well, we can't wait to see your stardom continue to flourish.
Please don't mind this makeup. I do not look like that terrible.
No, we know. We thank you so much for even taking the time to step away from set. As I stated, you guys, Jackie is the lead character of The Candy Shop. She plays the character Faith, and so you killed your makeup. You definitely portrayed a character well, but it's been an honor to have you. Thank you so much for taking the time. Where can they find you at on social media, YouTube?
Jackie Ribas. So the last name is Ribas.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much for kicking it with the Trendsetters. Peace.
Thank you, guys.
I keep on running back to you. Try to separate, but it's hard to do. I cannot explain. I cannot explain. I'm so alone when I'm with you. Why we separate? I'm so confused. How can I explain? No, I cannot explain.